Hey guys, Megan here, and today we are going to take a look at the grow houses. I've been working really hard the last few weeks, so I haven't been able to upload a video. I will upload a video that I recorded, some videos that I recorded before today, but today is August 2nd, and it's my one whole day off. So here we have the spring, summer, and fall hoop house. A lot good this netting did me because a squirrel was in here burying his nuts or digging up his nuts and digging up my potatoes. So here you see we've taken all the peppers out. This thing is crap. I'm not going to use this anymore. Nothing grew in here. I got weeds growing out of it. I got this I think it's like a mulberry or a blackberry. It's just a stick this year, but hopefully next year. We had to put a shade cloth on because as you can see where the sun is, look at the sun. Well, the tree gives a lot of shade in here, but when the sun is shining, it is crazy. It burns all the leaves, and if the sun comes out, sorry, I'm trying to get this staked up because if the sun should come out after there was a rainstorm, then what happens is the leaves get wet and then the sun comes out, burns the leaves. Look at my tomato plants. My tomato plants look horrible this year. Lucky I had enough from last year, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut them down. Keep the ones that are alive. This one is basically still alive, so I'll cut it down there at the big stem and I'll let it grow. My potatoes, we've had to dig those up already, so all this is empty. It used to be tomatoes. We're shoveling all this dirt back in the buckets so I can sift it again and get it ready for next year. Here are my tomatoes. I thought they would do really well here. Unfortunately, it was not enough sun or too much sun. I don't know. I have some blossom end rot here. So that's gone. But I will show you something that I've been blessed with. I do have some tomatoes. There's one there. There's one. Where is it? Over there. There's some here. I think they have blossom end rot. So yeah, this is going to be revamped. It's all going back in the grow house. I have not yet taken the grow house apart and built the walls and leveled it out the way I want to, but my husband's on vacation next week and he is going to start the project. And then I'm going to take next week 2 days off and help him out at the end to reconstruct it. In the meantime, this is what all we got growing in here. And you know, I'm really happy on how things have been developing in here. We have the peppers. We moved them. They didn't have any growth until we moved them. And there you go, peppers. This one has peppers and is growing a bunch of flowers. There was something eating the leaves, as you can see here, but I've since put some DE on it and they're doing a lot better. Here are some more peppers. I think these are banana peppers. More leaves. Here we have some Swiss chard that's doing really well. This potato plant's not doing well. Here's some Swiss chard. I have the Swiss chard I'm going to take to a friend. She has a better setup where she can use these. I don't know. They've never worked for me. This is supposed to be lemon balm. I think that's a weed. More peppers here. We moved them last week and they are doing awesome. As you can see, more banana peppers. More peppers. More peppers. This is a broccoli plant. It is now growing its broccoli in here somewhere, but those were put in later than the ones I'm going to show you now. And that's that I have a chipmunk living in here somewhere. Oh well. Here's some strawberries. Strawberries are starting to produce again. See some strawberries there. See some strawberries there. I just picked 5 or 6 strawberries. Here are the broccoli plants. Oh crap, I was supposed to cover them with look, I got a broccoli head in freaking August. No insect damage. You hear me? None. Look at my broccoli head. I don't know if you can see it. I'm hoping you can. There it is. There it is. Right there. No insect damage. We had some insect damage. I went and I bought some of this fabric from Joann's. Or, no, I'm sorry. I got this one on Amazon. But then I went and I bought a big roll at Joann's that I plan to use for these beds here. There goes another broccoli right there somewhere. I think you can see it. I don't want to open it because these leaves are so big, they'll come popping out. I'm going to pick the broccoli this weekend and cook it for dinner. So here's more broccoli, and these are also growing. I think I can lift this one up. These are also growing, some broccoli heads. We just water in here, and the soil gets watered. Here's more Swiss chard. I have it uncovered, but I like to cover it with some burlap. Burlap is less expensive than shade cloth, and I cut it to the length I want and use it over and over. Here's some peppers, more peppers. See all my peppers there? There we go, more pepper flowers. Here's some carrots. I think these need to come up. This is the first year I had successfully grown carrots. What do we have here? This is my kale, curly kale. I used to get a lot of insect damage. This year they look really good. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to open it. But see them? Really nice. They got the burlap as shade. This tomato plant came up in this pot and we're just going to leave it in there. But it is doing really well. See, tomatoes, no blossom and rot. We have some tomatoes in there. We have some tomatoes in there. I have some purslane growing here that I need to cut down. What else? Oh, we got some grapes and some more grapes at Lowe's. They were on sale, buy one, get one. What else? We have some onions that I need to trim down. And my asparagus. And that's all that's going on in the grow house right now, because I've had to move everything to the middle because I'm going to take the grow house down a few days. And I put some deer netting on this one here, on this hoop. Yeah, and I build these myself because it costs a couple bucks to build. What is it, like, I don't know, $10 for some 1/2-inch PVC. I had all these connections from when they were like 20 cents or something. I had a bunch of them. I was planning on doing them for years. Here is the cabbage I rescued from these planter beds. Look at how beautiful it's doing. Look at how wonderful. No more insects. They're really close together, but we'll see. Some of them are forming nice heads, like the one on the back. The one in the back there. These are forming nice heads. No more insect damage. We water from below so we don't wet the leaves. I have this end deer netting. I have this cloth here. I tried the same thing on the cucumbers, but it's not working on the TP. We're trying to keep these potatoes growing as long as we can. This mess needs to be picked up. All this stuff is from potatoes that we grew and picked because the plant died. And I don't want to leave them in there so the insects... I learned my lesson last year when the insects... That's my grandbaby. The insects ended up eating through the potatoes, and I was thinking, oh, I'm going to get some big potatoes, leaving them in the ground all that time. Yeah, I got some big potatoes with holes in them and disgusting. So a lot of them were garbage, but here we go. I learned my lesson and we're doing it over. Here's some more strawberries. So here, Lord, if the Lord hasn't blessed me, I'll tell you, look, I have sunflower. This was the old spot for the chicken coop. Another sunflower. I'm going to let those grow. I was going to move the chicken coop back here, but then I saw all this. These are all tomato plants. They're happy. They're healthy with no interference. I've not watered these. I've not shaded these. I've not weeded these. It's just growing. Look. I have flowers here. Right, let me see. Yep, flowers there. Flowers everywhere. All this is full of tomato plants. So I'm going to let these do their thing. What I may just do is extend the chicken's hoop run to right before the ground dips down. Maybe one more hoop. And fix it because a lot of snow got stuck in these little wedges. But they were dry the whole winter. They were warm the whole winter. And they were happy the whole winter. So this works. It's working. Got the coop here. I'm going to extend the coop a little past these barrels so that I can add a space where we can have the nesting boxes. And on that side, my husband can have a water barrel being fed by a drip, not a drip, I'm sorry, by a, what do you call that? Gutter, a gutter system. We're gonna have the gutter coming down here in the corner. I don't even know if you can see me. Coming down here, and a hose from the gutter straight into the barrel in there so that we can have the food and water in there in the winter. And on this side, we can feed them and water them, and they'll have that whole other side to themselves. So we gotta fix this here. I have to put like a step up or something because these cinder blocks move. And the reason why they're there is because I have like groundhogs living in there or something. I don't know, some wiggly, fat, bubbly thing popping out every morning. Yeah, and so let me see, is that it? Oh, the front yard garden. Let's go to the front yard garden. So here we go. These are some trees I put in. They haven't produced anything. Let's see, front yard garden. We still have all this mint growing. I've been cutting it down, freeze drying it, crumbling it up, and making mint tea. I got chocolate mint, I got spearmint, I got regular mint. I trimmed this tree down, and here we go again. Look, more tomatoes. No intervention. I'm not bothering them. They got tomato flowers on them. Just gonna leave them alone. This didn't work out like I planned, but these are some beautiful flowers. See, still have my thyme, another tomato. This tomato took over this bed, but you know what, I'm just happy to have tomatoes, so I'm gonna let that do its thing. I'm gonna pull up these tubers for these plants and plant them again next year. Okay, this is a project that is not going to be complete. I'm going to take these apart and then just slope this down and grow grass all the way up because I have plans at my new place for these. Yes, there is a new place. We are looking to move to North Carolina, and I thought the move was going to happen this year. It will not be happening this year, but my son graduates next year. My other son is working and he can transfer, and I'm working and I can transfer. So if things go well, cross our fingers, we will be gone around this time next year. The camper still needs repair. I haven't gotten to that yet. I have strawberries in this bed. See all the strawberry flowers. I have some hardware cloth. See it? I have 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. My daughter says they look like 4 coffins. I'm sorry, I have 4. I forgot that one. She says they look like 4 coffins in the front of the house. You know, I'm growing my own food. I don't care what they look like. Nothing here is for beauty, is for sustenance, right? I got a bunch of stuff I got to rake up. My husband gets mad when I do that. And here I have some squash. There you go. Got a squash growing there. And again, I got the burlap. And I just got done trimming these down, and you can see a zucchini in there somewhere. I want to take this tree down and maybe put another bed there, but I don't know. It's almost over, and I got to concentrate on the grow house. I have a bunch of stuff over here. It got so hot. My blueberries ended up shriveling up and dying. So that's that. I'm not going to come on camera because that takes a lot of editing, and I really don't want to edit. I never get a video up when I have to edit. So here, look, more tomatoes. This is where we had tomatoes last year. And we had so many, like 85 plants across this. And we just could not continue. Look, these are my aronia berries. This is for my fire cider. I usually use aronia juice. So I take them, I boil them, and then I put them in the Ninja, and I use them because they're medicinal and they're good for scurvy. Here we go. Let me see. Do we have some blueberries? So we have this shade cloth up over the swing set for the babies because it gets really sunny here. Unfortunately, the kids are gone. They were right here. Anyway, yeah, we have a few blueberries here. I've given up on blueberries. What I'm going to do is, these are going back in the grow house once the grow house is completely done. Oh, I see a blueberry. And this is why. Look, my son leaves here. He leaves the door open, and then the deer push it open. And whatever the hell gets in here. I don't even know. Bunny rabbits. But yeah, and I have, oh, my pears are getting bigger. Look at these pears. It's time to fertilize. I think I'm going to fertilize them. I only have a few, but this pear tree has recovered substantially. And we have the shade cloth over it, so I think it likes that. It gets a lot of sun, but, you know. Here we go. Do we have some blueberries? No, I thought I saw a blueberry. Oh, yep, there it is. The only blueberry of the season I get because my grandson was down here picking and eating them. Oh, yeah. However, here we go. These need watering, but got some berries, and this was a berry plant I domesticated. I dug it up in the back of the yard, and I brought it here. And you see how the sun's coming out? Oh man, it's too hot for some of these. There's another tomato plant. I don't know. I got a weed in here. Haven't had an opportunity. Here's one lone corn seed that germinated. Here is another raspberry or blackberry, whatever it is that I brought here and domesticated. Those are canes for next year. So there may not be anything this year, but you know, as many times as I dug these up and still gotten fruit, I'm going to do it again next year. Take them with me. Here we go. You know, I think I learned my lesson about taking things with me because, to be honest, they never really do well. Well, aside from the blueberries and the berries, but look, this tree, this is supposed to be an apple tree. Maybe they made a mistake when they sold it to me, but I've been on this property 3 years, and this tree was 2 years old when I moved here. I moved it to the 7 acres, and then we moved here, and this tree is 5 or 6 years old. Not one fracking apple. Here's another blueberry bush. We've already picked all the blueberries. My grandson comes here and picks them every time they're ripe while he swings. This thing I'm trimming down today. But yeah, another apple tree. Not a gosh darn apple. This is supposed to be... The heck is this? Oh, a 3 tree. You know, it's supposed to have peaches, plums, and apricots. Yeah. It got burned in the sun. Nothing. This is supposed to be another aronia. Ooh, I don't want to step on... Oh, look. A lot of tomatoes again here. We don't want to step on them, so we're going to just go around. Okay. Sorry. That blueberry is done back there. These are all the tomatoes. I just bought this new swing because my daughter's pregnant and she's going to have a new baby. And the baby may like... not too rough a swing, but maybe she can put her in here when she's here with the bigger kids. And we're going to hang another shade cloth. Maybe the baby can just hang out there. We'll put a blanket and some pillows and, you know, on a nice day. Here's 2 aronia trees and there's a peach tree. This is a peach tree. It's got buds. It has had buds since I moved it. True that the roots were protruding out the bottom and I had to cut them. Maybe it's recovering from that. Maybe it's just, I don't know. The winter killed it. I don't know. So I'm going to take those 2 peach trees and put them up front for the next person who purchases my home. I am on 2 acres, unfortunately. 1 acre we call Lower Unton. Unless I build stairs and have it bush hogged, it's useless to me. So I really am was looking, because I did find some flat land in North Carolina. My daughter has my second oldest daughter has moved there in the last 2 weeks. She's gonna take care of the property for me while I'm up here. That's where the pool was, so the baby's pool. Yeah, so that's a full circle. I went and I got more blue barrels from my source here. And like I said, he sells them to me for $10 a piece. And I got 5. And I'm going to hook these up. So the grow house is going to be up a little bit more. The hoop is going to be a little higher. I'm going to put these on cinder blocks, hook them all up. Take this, what is this? This water thing, cut it up here, bring it this way over on the side of the deck and down and into this barrel. And then this barrel will fill this one and so on and so forth. And there'll be a tube going into the grow house through a hole, really, tight hole. Don't say that on YouTube. And I will have drip irrigation in there next year, so that I don't have to come out here 7 million times a day and water. So what was I looking for? I was looking for the watering can, which is in the spring, summer, fall hoop house. But I thought I'd give you a quick tour. That's pretty much it for the tour. We are back around, and there is the pool. We are not using the pool this year due to sourcing water. The water guy thinks his stuff is gold, and prior years it was $300 for a tank, and this year is $1,200 for a tank, so he can kiss my tank. So yeah, we're hoping it rains, because we hooked up a gutter system down by the pool house. I don't know if you can see it. It's like right there, and it'll drain right into the pool. We'll see. Hopefully it rains. And that's it. Past the pool is just like I said, Lower Unton, unless I build stairs from this part of the pool here down, and bush hog. It is flat, but in the winter I just don't foresee myself going down there. And I thought I would raise goats down there and pigs, but I just don't see myself walking all the way down there in the winter, especially for as much snow as we get. Then I thought about revamping one of these sheds, but I think what I'm going to do is just move. If I end up staying here for a few more years, then I'll take the sheds down and put like a little tiny house there and use that as an office space, or move my camper to that space there. Because I could definitely hook to the septic that's here and the water, and maybe I can build a septic in Lower Unton. Who knows? I don't know. I don't want to spend that kind of money here. This has been cleaned out. I'm getting new windows installed. I think you guys know that. Well, this video is longer than I wanted it to be. I really don't like to make very long videos because I find them boring myself. But if you want to know anything about anything that you see here, there goes some more barrels right there. These barrels will be hooked up to this one all across here, because I believe that I'm going to move the hoop house that we built, the new one, here. I was thinking to move the chickens back, but I want to see what happens with these tomatoes, if I get any. I don't want to destroy something that I could potentially, get something from, especially since I didn't put any of these in here. I also have lettuce growing in here somewhere. Where's the lettuce? I have some lettuce growing in here as well. We just picked a whole romaine head the other day walking in through here. So if I can get the smaller hoop house here, I will cover it in plastic for the winter, cover the sides in plywood, and maybe use that to germinate seed next year instead of using a part of my dining room. And again, these barrels will be set up along here or something, or inside or on the side here, so that we can get water catchment in there. I think next year I want to depend on drip irrigation and water catchment, and see how that works out. I also am trying to make it to North Carolina so I could develop the property over there. So a lot going on, which is why I try not to make video. I try to get a video out, but I can't. I just can't. If I have time, I will plug some pictures of the potatoes we picked. I've also picked 20 pounds of strawberries from just this bed alone last month. If I have the picture, I will put that up as well. I may actually upload some old videos, but please know that today is August 2nd and I'm uploading this video. Okay, well, thanks for sticking with me for like 25 minutes or something, and I'll see you on the next one. I'll try to make my videos just like this. Listen, I don't talk about events because I'm not the one to get wrapped up in events, world events. I feel as the U.S., we should mind our business. Unfortunately, that is not what the higher ups' goals are. So again, I'm going to leave it at that. I don't discuss politics here. I don't care about what's going on around me. I know I try to live a good, simple life, and I try to work hard and take care of my family. And that's what I'm doing. I'm working hard on taking care of my family, because if I have to worry about things outside of my family, you know, that's going to be a big problem, right? So it'll just be too much to worry about. And I almost believe that I didn't have my headset on this whole time, and my headset is connected to my phone. So it may be a low video, but it's a video nonetheless. This is garbage, so no worries about that. I'm working on getting a new one. Well, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, my granddaughter, look. She's shoveling the dirt on the floor. Please leave comments below. Please leave comments below. I need comments. I need someone to chime in. Maybe give me some advice. Maybe let me know what I'm doing wrong. These we had to dig out the plants because they didn't very much work out the way I wanted them to. Maybe I'll do something else with them. But they didn't grow spinach, they didn't grow lettuce, they didn't grow the cabbages because the cabbages were being eaten by insects. See, this was a lone cabbage. And as a matter of fact, I think if I dig this cabbage up now and put it in the cabbage bed, they'll do really well. But it's full in there. I might have to find something. This one, it's funny because we transplanted broccoli and it's doing really well now. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, guys, I've been threatening to stop the video for a while now, so I'm going to stop the video right here. I have a lot of work to do, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.